Hey, this is Ryan with Stories That Pop. Do you kids like card tricks? Because I've got a card trick plus a story for you coming up right now. In the ancient times of a land far beyond our own, four kingdoms waged war against one another. The kingdoms of man, dwarves, elves, and orcs. Each fought the other. No one remembered why they started fighting, just that it had always been so. Tired of the fighting, the plotting, the lives lost, the four kings agreed to gather at the border of all four kingdoms, a neutral territory, to discuss an end to the war, ushering in an unprecedented era of peace and prosperity. The kings arrived one by one, humans, followed by the dwarves, the elves, and of course, the orcs. The negotiations began. At first, all seemed well, but then the dwarves insulted the orcs and chaos broke out. Yelling, bickering, challenges to duel to the death. Their queens arrived just as the elven king had knocked an arrow pointed at the human king. Each queen went to their husbands. They soothed the men. They reminded them of their mission and how no more lives needed to be lost. So the kings abdicated the negotiations to their queens, who were far less likely to slay one another in anger. At first, all seemed well until the human queen insulted the dwarven queen. "Your beard is longer than my hair," she exclaimed. "Everyone knows it's a social no-no to mention a dwarven lady's beard." Chaos broke out, yelling, bickering, challenges to duel to the death. The jesters arrived just as the orcish queen squeezed her arms around the elven queen's neck in a headlock unlike any you've ever seen. Each jester went to their respective king and queen. The dwarf jester cracked a joke. "Hey, what do you call a one-winged chicken, huh? Leftovers!" No one got it, but they laughed anyway, and soon the jesters had the kings and queens laughing like old friends. They juggled, shared stories, danced. The orc jesters swallowed flaming swords. Their laughter and delight rose to a fever pitch. Chaos broke out, giggling, rollicking, challenges to pie-eating contests. The champions arrived just as the orc king was about to dance with the elven queen. Each champion went to their respective king, queen, and jester. They gathered them all up and put them all inside one single wagon. See, the champions were tired of the fighting and of the frivolity. They just wanted the group to come together and come to an agreement and end the nonsense. The champions drove the wagon away from the neutral castle, aiming to throw the whole group into a lake. But as they went, the wagon wheel hit a massive pothole in the road. The kings and queens, jesters and champions jostled about a bit. They hit another. They hit another. They hit another. And after every single pothole, the kings and queens became more and more mixed up with the jesters and the champions, to the point that the champions no longer knew who was king or queen, let alone jester or champion. Why, who would they throw into the lake? So they pulled over. They took everyone out of the wagon and set to sorting them. They formed four groups, just like so. And by the time they had finished, all four queens were together in a group. All four jesters were together in a group. All four champions were together. And of course, all four kings were together in a single group. Realizing they could work together and enjoy one another's company, peace was set, and the kingdoms thrived, just as they still do to this day. I hope you enjoyed my card trick and my story. I want to know, what kind of jokes would you tell if you were one of the jesters? Leave a joke down in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading them and laughing. It's going to be hilarious. Hey, if you're new to Stories That Pop, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. I have new videos coming out every single week, focusing on new stories on Saturdays. Until next time, keep on popping.